Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Going back up north, Lincoln, California, Slice Beer Company, courtesy of my man Kevin. I appreciate the assist, my friend. This is Hits and Giggles. I love the name and can art of this beer. This is one of their 420 releases. This is a per the label double dry hopped West Coast IPA. What the heck is on my shirt? 6.7%. It says this hits laced with Nelson Cryo, Mosaic, and Raquel. Do I know much about Raquel hops? I don't think so. It says Hoppy 420. Damn, this hit's got me lolling. It was canned on. Pass me to the left. That's hilarious. April 17th. So time of recording, I don't know, 2.5 weeks in the can, almost 3 weeks. You guys know I love me some double dry hop West Coast IPAs. 6.7% too. This is my wheelhouse. We're using sliced glassware because you guys know beer tastes better when you use the proper kind. And holy smokes, this beer has that green hue. Look at that. I just washed this glass out. You know what? Fuck washing glasses out. I swear it doesn't work. Someone was like, you have to use warm water. I use warm water. Guess what? There's still bubbles on the glass. Whatever. I don't even care. I do care. It bothers me. This beer is crystal clear. I can see my finger through it, but it has that cool green hop hue. It's a straw yellow. Good finger, almost 2 fingers of super frothy, foamy, bright white head. Tons and tons of carb in the glass, which is good to see. I've talked about how a lot of these heavily hopped new school West Coast IPAs, they're fairly still in the glass. This one is not. It is vibrant in the glass. There's bubbles everywhere. Let's smell this. Holy Nelson Funk, my goodness gracious. If you don't like Nelson, you're not gonna like this beer. This is straight Famunda cheese. Like Nelson can be super funky, which I love. It's just a cool, like, it's just such a rad hop, but I get it, it's love it or hate it. If you hate Nelson, you will fucking hate this beer. I think it's Peter. Is it Peter who always says, he jokes around and says sweaty gym socks? Dude, like, if you've ever, like my freshman year of high school, I played football, and you'd walk into the locker room after practice, and it just smelled like fucking, it was horrible the way that it smelled, and it reminds me of that. And it's weird to say it, like it's not, it doesn't bother me, but it's just, it's one of those like instant memories. But yeah, it's vinous, very like tomato vine green, funky, earthy. And it's got a cool, like, dank thing to it. That might be from the Mosaic. This doesn't smell like, this is so Nelson dominant. It doesn't smell like berry. Sometimes I'll get like blueberry or strawberry from Mosaic. I don't get any of that, and I don't know what the Raquel is doing. It's just, I think the name's just on the label. What is it when you do nothing on the group project and get an A? That's what Raquel is doing in this beer. At least on the smell. Let's go and taste it. Kevin, cheers. Thanks, bro. Oh my gosh, that beer is delicious. This is what I'm talking about. Sub 7%, super flavorful West Coast IPAs. Like, let's fucking go. This beer is awesome. Although I did not smell much from the Mosaic, there is a ton of blueberry in that. Blueberry, it's dank like blueberry kush, and it is very vinous green, tomato vine green. You know what's awesome too is I saw a video that Peter did recently, and he said that he had watched a couple of my reviews and heard me say tomato vine, and he was like, I think he had mentioned like he'd been trying to figure out something that he was smelling, and he was like, that's what it was. That's why it's fun to watch other people's reviews, because there's plenty of times where you'll drink beer and you're like, what is that? What does that smell? What does that taste? And you hear someone else say it, and you're like, oh, that's what it was. It makes me wish I could review beer with other people all the time. Just because when you're drinking with somebody else, like you'll be like, what is that? Like, do you taste that? What is that? And they'll tell you. This is very tomato vine, but this beer is dry. It is crisp. It is clean. It is, dare I say, chuggable for 6.7%. Spritzy, bright, good amount of bitterness, middle of your palate. That berry sweetness is so awesome with all that like vinous grape thing. And it's got that cool like earthy funk on the finish. This beer is fucking so flavorful for being sub 7%. This drinks flavor-wise above its ABV. I like when that happens. I'm a big fan of that. So if you like new school West Coast IPAs, if you can get past, if you don't like Nelson and you can get past the nose of this beer, the taste does not taste, it doesn't taste like what it smells like. It doesn't have that crazy intense, like the Nelson is there, but the Mosaic, I think, is helping out and bringing like that super crazy berry flavor. This is a beer that you should be seeking out. This is fucking awesome. It is so good. So we'll leave it at that. So that's Hits and Giggles. This can art is amazing. And the beer is amazing too. So Kevin, I appreciate the assist. It's always nice. Dude, people who help out, get beers, like you guys do the Lord's work. Appreciate it. So do you guys have this one? Let's talk about it. And if not, check this beer out. It's worth your time. So that's it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.